This is my favorite day of the year. I'm fucking so pumped. I love it. Let's go to Seamless One, see my favorites. You know, one of my goals was actually to motivational speak. I was here to watch Gary Vee 2 years ago. I recorded me in the auditorium. I go, this is a goal for me one day. I mean, we're not quite there yet. It was quite small, but mark my words, we're going from ballroom number 2 to that big auditorium one day.
So what is in store for 2024, I hear you ask?
Might be the perm. Let's ask Sarah Emilia. Good morning. How you doing? Morning, guys.
Everyone online sees Sarah's achievements.
Sarah, I always want her by my side.
Yeah, I can't take no loss. Yeah, I don't even know what it costs. Yeah, I hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, hit the ground then it go off. Yeah, run it. Ooh, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah, I really feel it's my time. Think it's my year. Yeah.
Sarah was planned. I wanted to have a child, and the next month I was pregnant. I was so happy. With the day that she was born, and the doctor just put her on top of me, and I was just stunned. I didn't know if I could touch her or anything. The doctor said to me, "You can touch her, she's real," but I was just too scared to break her. Well, growing up, Sarah, I got compliments all the time for Sarah, saying that she looked like a little porcelain doll. She was just beautiful, and she loved attention. The more attention, she just thrived with it. I put her into dancing when she was about 2 years old. She just loved the stage. She stood out. She was very good at dancing. She was only 2 years old. She loved the stage. She stood out, and she took the lead. Big smile, a lot of personality, take the lead. She just bounced around that stage. She loved it so much. Like, I only put her in there when she was 2 just to try it out, but she just loved it, and I just continued with it, and just made us proud. Loved watching her. I loved it when people would say to me, "She's so great," made me feel good.
I would say it was probably around 5 years ago. I came to the salon for the very first time. I was just a client, but I was also an apprentice at the time. I was working at a different salon, and I came to Sarah, saw her online, thought she was amazing. I wanted my hair done by her. I got my hair done, and then whilst being in the salon and experiencing Sarah Jade hair, or at the time it was called something different, but experiencing being in this salon and having Sarah as my hairdresser made me decide that I actually wanted to apply for a job with her. I just really I liked the vibe. It was the kind of people I wanted to work with. It was the kind of clientele I wanted to work with. So I think it was about 6 months after that, I worked up the courage to message her on Instagram. She left me on red. She left me on red for like a month, and I was like, okay, no worries. And then I got a message from her one day, and she was like, "I'd love to have you in for a trial." I remember I was so nervous. My partner, he dropped me, and I was like in the car. We had to go get breakfast to start with because I was so nervous, and he was just like trying to calm my nerves. I came into the salon. I did a trial the whole day, and then they gave me the job, and I cried because I was so happy. So yeah.
I just want to introduce you all to my children. I birthed these babies. They're about 5 years in the making, and they're really important to me. They have names. We've got Transformation Stylist of the Year and Business of the Year.
Award definitely holds a special place in our heart. So without further ado, let's unveil the remarkable finalists.
Transformation Stylist of the Year, Helen Nakat Badui, Jacqueline Douglas, Jessica Del Barillo, Caitlin Rose, Gabrielle Rocuzzo, Sarah Emilia, Domi Pinali, Jean Guo, Shannon Dowd, Stephanie Mullins.
The winner of the 2023 Transformation Stylist of the Year is Sarah Emilia!
This award, AHFA, winning Transformation Stylist of the Year, is like one of my proudest moments still to this day. I literally look back on this moment, the speech that I gave, the feeling, the fact that I couldn't even catch my breath the entire way through it. When my name got called out to win this award, it was like, it was so surreal because it was something that I was chasing for 5 years of my life, and being in that crowd and having your name constantly not be called out really put a toll, like it took a toll on me in a lot of ways. I was really upset. There was times that I didn't understand it. There was times that, I'm not gonna lie, like I literally thought deserving of winning. And it's not the mentality that I have now. I'm absolutely not even proud to say or think like that, because I think that anyone that wins anything is absolutely deserving of that. And I think that sometimes we think that we're deserving of things and nothing is owed to us. It's the journey that you go on, and it's the times that you get told no, and it's the losses that you go through, that when you finally win something, you realize why you never won all those other times. Like this entry that I submitted on that year, 2023, I just knew that in order for me to win this entry, everything else, every other external reason as to why I lost before just made sense. Like I just wasn't good enough. And I wasn't the hairdresser that I was when I won this award in 2023. I absolutely wasn't her. And I'm grateful for the journey. I remember everybody just like standing up in the crowd and just cheering my name, and people that I didn't even know that I existed, you know, being so incredibly happy for me. It was a moment that I would just wish I could relive. We're hoping I relive it for Digital Influencer of the Year this year. Like that is the goal, that's the aim, that's the mission that I'm currently on, to receive an award that I've entered 3 years for now and haven't won yet. So we're on another journey with a different category, but you know, this is something that I'll never forget. Yeah, it makes me really proud. I'm really happy. Love you, baby.
This award represents my very own transformation. For 4 or 5 years I've sat in this crowd and I've entered every year, and this is the very first time that I've ever won. Thank you to everybody that believes in me, particularly in my amazing brand that I work alongside every single day, Seamless One. I couldn't do these transformations without you. I love you. My amazing business partners, Jade and Zal, for turning me into the hairdresser that I am today. Amazing mentor, Nat, behind me right now. My amazing brother, my family, and all of my friends. My mom, I did it. She wanted me to say that. Anyone that I forgot, I love you all so much. This means so much. Thank you.
There is some fierce love for Sarah in the room tonight, yes.
Guys, it's Sunday the 10th of March. Tomorrow is Monday the 11th, and it's the very first apprentices only. I'm like literally the last class that I had in Brisbane was the one that I was talking about this potentially happening, and the day is tomorrow. Like when I wake up, it's the day, and it's set up. I'm gonna go check it out. I'm gonna go inside, gonna have a look, see what it's all looking like and feeling like. Brand manager Steph is in here. Steph, it's us. It's a bit rusty. Hey! I love it. Oh, it's sick as. Looks so good. Oh, it's a big bite. Hey.
Game time.
I'm just on TikTok Live.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, talking to the sisters. Anyway, I always get the shit jobs.
Yeah.
You know what Steph does? He always makes it out like what I do means nothing.
Yeah.
But like, number one, I have to sell all the tickets, right?
With my marketing firm.
With your marketing, with his marketing, you reckon? I need to introduce you to my biggest fan. Come. This is Hot Property. First merch to ever be released. Sisters on tour, baby. Hey, how cute. Do you love it, Steph?
Oh my God, I love it.
Oh, you answered. I'm so happy. So I think I'm gonna get the timing wrong for her hair and makeup. Can we start half an hour earlier? Is that all right?
6:30.
Yeah, you hate me, don't you? Probably more, I wanted it to be like more event rather than like education, you know what I mean? I wanted to have that feel like fun. That's why we got like people that can buy stuff. We got the fashion. We've still got education for sure, but like I want them to like I wanted to have fun. It's basically their apprentices making friends with one another to like, you know, that they can just have them forever in their career.
Favorite ice cream.
Sisters on top! We out! I'll see you in the morning!
Babe, your documentary started.
Are you ready for
Hand on
it?
the game, we are not playing the same. No, we not looking to change. Hand on the wheel, they think we lacking the drive. Boy, you should stay in your lane. Foot on the gas, I do not care if I crash, as long as I stick to the plan. What is the plan? I cannot lie for none of you, long as I know who I am. I'm in control, God got his hand on my soul. And if I land and he got the remote, made it this far, it's a miracle, miracle. Anything less is cynical, cynical. Staying true, I can't lie in your interview. Tell the truth while you lie with your interview. And your acting is so hypocritical. In control, nothing more, this is minimal.
One of the things that I've loved about watching Sarah's journey, because I've known her for years, right? And I've seen her grow from an emerging stylist to become this award winner and icon of the industry. And what's magical about that is that she's never lost the essence of who she is and why she does what she does, because it's the person inside, the care that she has for others that makes her so, I suppose it's what makes her appealing online and on social media, right? Like people see the magic that she does with her clients, those hair flip moments, those light up moments that her clients have, and her being so genuine and real, and her level of care just resonates with so many people. So it's been great to be here today at this event, this Apprentices Only event, and to actually see her do her thing in person live and to share a little bit of that moment with her, with some of those apprentices, particularly because it's apprentices, you know, I mean, they're so valuable for the industry, and to see her giving back to the industry in that way, it's just amazing.
Hi, I'm Nicole. I love Sarah so much because she's so passionate and like, she just like, I don't know, she just explodes. I love her. And like, that's how I feel. So she's a big role model for me. And I'm excited to learn everything. Yeah, literally, I'm a mini Sarah. She just doesn't know yet. I just watch her lives and I'm
like they really knew when they gave this award out that I was strong enough to carry it. I'm telling you right now, because this thing weighs 20 kilos. But this award, TikTok Business of the Year, like what? I'm a hairdresser. We all know I'm a hairdresser, and I've always said I'm more than a hairdresser. And I've won awards in hair, and I've won awards in dance, and I'm going for something that's of digital influencer, and I've always viewed myself as those things. But to win an award in business, when number one, I never even thought I would own a business, to then winning an award in business is like, this one meant a lot to me because it wasn't even something that I thought would be possible for me ever. And, you know, getting that recognition in front of thousands of creators and the support of so many people on daily votes nationally was like, I couldn't believe that I was able to do that. The people that I was competing against had millions of followers more than me. They were verified accounts, and I was just this girl with no verification on TikTok. She's been in the game for 6 months, and she was able to get enough votes daily to vote for her business and believe in what she did. Like, that for me was like, wow. As I've always said, like, when you're producing something and you're giving it to judges, it's so different to getting the vote of popularity. Popularity is a lot harder because it's the majority of people out there, and getting them to do a daily exercise of like, every morning when you wake up, vote for me. Am I gonna grow from this, or am I just gonna lose followers? That was my fear. Like, I had this fear of like, I know I need to promote it in order to win. But if I promote it too much, are people gonna get sick of me when they're like, she only wants votes? When I thought long and hard about it, I was like, in order to win a business award, you're up for a business award for a reason. Let's put business mindset on. Sarah just flipped the switch and went into business mode. If you've got to get somebody on your side every single day in business, what do? If you're asking for something from someone every single day, what do? You give. And I think that's the part that a lot of people forget and miss, is that you're going to feel so much more comfortable in life asking when you're also giving. all up there every single day. I mean, not me personally, I'm just the brains behind the whole mastermind, but you know, Justin, I had like my apprentices at the time, gift bags, whatever we could find, lollies, headbands, pens, paper. I didn't even care what was in those gift bags, products. Like I was investing, for me it was an investment into winning this award. And I knew that my audience was younger. I knew that they were people that went to school. And where do school kids go and hang out after school? They're up there in Bondi Junction, they're getting bubble tea. So 3:30 p.m. when school finished, and I knew that those lines were full of schoolgirls up at those bubble tea places or up at the junction. Yeah, I'd send Justin on his merry way with hundreds of gift bags, handing them out, vote for me. We had QR codes, Steph printed out QR codes saying vote for Sarah. I almost felt like I was running for president.
I remember an email coming through, you've been nominated. That was huge. TikTok Awards. I had to do my background checks on this email just to make sure it was legitimate, because like I thought it was too good to be true. But it said that Sarah's been nominated for a TikTok award. I knew she'd be over the moon about it. And let me tell you, I was so excited to tell her that she had just been nominated. So excited that anytime I have big news for her, I make her sit down before I tell her. And telling her was, yeah, it was awesome, because it was a real big moment for, I think, both of us, because we had an opportunity to be bigger. We really had an opportunity to get her brand out there. Being nominated for a TikTok award was a privilege, but it also required a lot of work. TikTok made us work for it, and I'm talking votes. You know, being nominated was one thing, winning was another thing, because we had to really get the votes in to show how many people, how many sisters supported her. Sarah was up against people who had millions of followers more than her and verified accounts. I remember looking at some of the other nominees and, you know, millions more followers, incredible brands themselves, you know, credible brands, I would say. Biggest issue we faced as part of the TikTok award voting process was fake profiles, fake accounts. Hundreds every day popping up, Sarah Emilia official with a 1 instead of an L at the end. Like, it was insane how many. I was contacting Sarah's TikTok manager on the daily, trying to tell her, we need these profiles down, we need these profiles down, because it was really like hindering Sarah's chances of winning. You know, people going into these profiles thinking that they're her profile, and it wasn't helping Sarah's cause in sort of getting her message, and her content was getting used, reused, I would say, to build other people's own following, you know. Sarah needed a verified account on TikTok to be able to not only legitimize her content, but also stop others from reusing hers as well. What that meant for them was that they were benefiting, they were getting the views, they were getting the followers, they were getting the engagement, and Sarah's getting distractions, Sarah's getting time wasted, you know, chasing up and following up and just, you know, removing all these, you know, fake accounts. But it didn't stop either of us. The day that we found out what we needed to do to get the verification was the day that we got to work on it. You know, we needed articles, we needed proof, we needed identity, we needed everything possible to really show that Sarah was a star. We needed more articles, we needed more media prints to be able to get her verification approved. I think we needed about maybe minimum 5, we had maybe 3. Sarah and I were checking daily, you know, Sarah Emilia news, Sarah Emilia article on Google to see whether a new one had popped up or not. And I think it wasn't until maybe Channel 9 reached out saying that they wanted to do an article, we were like, yes, finally. And that's when we thought, you know what, let's get this done, let's get this article locked in, which we did. That was exciting, because it meant that it was one step closer to being verified.
Let's go, let's go! Round of applause, hi! Hi everyone!
Are you ready to get lit? And sometimes you gotta work hard and play fucking harder. We're gonna play harder, let's go. Okay, so you know what? I need to get to 2 million followers by July. Let's be real, it's probably not happening. But if it happens, at least we've documented it. I'm going back to how it used to be. So I used to talk to the camera a lot. Like I used to always talk to my audience and I stopped doing it. Now I always just post hair, right? So I'm thinking I go back to we're going back to basics. I was growing 100 followers per week every time that I was like getting ready and talking to the camera. Here we go again.
Can you use the map?
Bro, did you watch my story when I said I can't read maps?
Of course, yeah.
Okay, so we're here. And where do we want to go? Is he laughing at me? I know where I'm going. It's right there. Okay, so sometimes before a class, you've got to work hard to get to there. But then sometimes I feel like it's best if you just like let it all out and just forget about it. Rock up on the day, do what you're designed to do. And I'm built for this. So we can play right now because I'm built for this. Wait, I posted at 1:30, 2:30. 2 hours. No way. I need to refresh. Oh, 21.4K. So excited for tomorrow. You're such a queen. Where's your dress from? Get following, guys. Wait, we did 2 milli. Sarah, 2 milli. Hey.
I don't know, we just saw you. We saw you. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's Sarah.
Oh, I love you guys. Give me a hug. They're so cute. You know what I love about my followers? They're so young. Oh yeah, selling out.
I feel another sugar in it now.
3x speed. And tell me you don't feel like a bad bitch. I faked being an influencer for sure with my even 14,000 followers when I had them on Instagram and I had no TikTok. I faked it. Like why? Why not fake it? Like it doesn't matter anyway. Think about this, okay? Whether you have 1,000 people or you have 1.3 million people. I want you to picture a room full of 1,000 people. What does that look like?
Yeah.
I'm about to go to perform in front of a class of 60 people right now. 60 people right now.
And how do you feel?
When somebody has, and I'm taking this so seriously, I'm getting my hair done, I'm getting my makeup done, I've prepared for weeks, I've got anxiety. So like, with these people that have 60 followers, they act like these 60 people don't matter. That's 60 people to sell out a class, 60 products you could sell, 60 clients you could have in your chair. Like, it's not about the number. It's not about the number. It's about the impact that you have on the number that you have. And it could be one person, but that one person could be repeating buying business from you. You could make such an impact on that one person's life that they go and tell their whole family. Like, I think we just get so fixated on the number, we forget about the impact and what we're actually trying to do. That's why I always said like our why needs to be bigger. Like, why are we doing what we're doing? And if it genuinely is to help people, then it won't matter if you're helping one person or if it won't matter if you're helping millions. You're still fulfilling your why.
Okay, I actually have a question for you. Going off what you just said. So when you were an apprentice and like you were looking up to obviously the seniors, was there anyone particular that you were like, I'm going to be like her? Like that you saw like it inspired you?
Yeah, there actually was. Really early on, like when I was probably a 3rd year apprentice, I came across Natalie Ann. And Natalie Ann is one of the biggest hairdressers in Australia, and she's the OG, she's the GOAT. She's literally been doing this for years. And I found her on Facebook because Instagram was just taking off at that time, probably not even that. And I found her on social media via Facebook, and I was just like, wow, this woman and her work is like incredible. She was an incredible stylist, and she actually inspired me really early on. I actually thought I wanted to be what she was, which was a bridal hairstylist. And I was doing weddings, and I was like, yep, this is what I want to do. It didn't end up like that. I found that bridal wasn't for me, but at the same time, I was just in awe of this woman because she was doing what no one else was doing. I was like, what is this? She's posting her work. Like, when I first started hair, we didn't even have the iPhone. It didn't even exist. So I was like, when it finally came out and she was like the first person to jump on it and go, I'm going to take a picture of my work and I'm going to upload it on this app called social media. And it was Facebook and it was Instagram. People started following in suit. And I remember it was a time where you had the border around your work and you'd have your watermark. So it would say Natalie, like hair by Natalie Ann. And you know what's so funny? And I don't think I've ever told anyone this, but Sarah Emilia is not actually my name. It is my name because my first and middle name is Sarah Emilia, but my last name is something different. And I came up with Sarah Emilia because she was Natalie Ann. And I've always hated my last name. And I always was like, I can't wait to get married. I'm going to marry a Lee or a Smith. And I'm going to be Sarah Emilia Lee or Sarah Emilia Smith because it's so much less embarrassing. And I literally when I knew that also wasn't her last name, like Ann wasn't her last name, I was like, I love my middle name. I could literally be just Sarah Emilia. My actual name, Sarah Emilia, is inspired by also her. We should have had this conversation. It's fucking crazy, hey? And the funniest thing is with Nat now,
I still work with you. You guys.
I'm her brand ambassador.
What?
Somebody.
That's like a full circle.
Yeah, somebody that inspired me from when she had no idea who I was. Somebody that inspired me so early on, and now I work basically. I'm a brand ambassador for their brand. Is full circle moment. I pinch myself still. We're literal sisters. Anything that I need, she's there for me. She'll answer the phone straight away. She helps me so much throughout my career. I'm forever grateful.
How did you two connect though?
You know what's so funny? So I was working with this hair extension company when I was at a mobile hairdresser. I was literally a mobile hairdresser, and I had this hair extension company that I would rock up to their house, slide the money under the door, and they would transfer, and they would leave the hair extensions out for me to pick up. Yeah. It was literally like a deal. I rock up in my car. Yeah, I rock up in my car, and it was a transaction. She's literally the hair dealer. I'm slide the money under the door. The hair's waiting for me outside. I pick up the hair. Yeah. Anyway, one day this hair extension lady said to me, I've got a client, a potential client that would want to stock my hair extensions. Can you teach her how to use this hair? I'll pay you to teach and they'll come to your house. Is that okay? And I was like, yeah, that's fine. No worries. I was excited because back then I was making little to no money. So to get paid for something like that was a big deal.
How much were you making roughly?
Oh my God. The only way that I was able to build my clientele was by being the cheapest. That's how I would build my clientele. You've either got to be the best, which I wasn't then, or you got to be the cheapest. They're the only two ways that you were able to grow a solid clientele. So I was doing things for little to no money, full head of hair extensions, $250. And the product would be costing me over $100. So it wasn't even 100% markup. So open the door, and who is it? Natalie Ann. And I actually don't know if she even remembers this story, but I was like, oh my God. And typical Sarah, what method am I teaching? Back then I only did beads. What I had to teach her was wefts. Never done a weft in my life, but typical Sarah raised her hand, says yes, figure it out later. To my surprise, when I open the door, it's Natalie Ann, and I've got to teach the goat of hair. I think she really knew I had no idea what the fuck I was doing.
Were you talking extra fast? Were you nervous? What was going on?
Oh, you know me. I figured it out, whatever. I figured it out. This is the thing with me, and this is what I really encourage people, figure it out as you go along. You are allowed to make mistakes, especially as an apprentice. Now is the time. Make mistakes, fuck up, learn from those mistakes and don't do it again. It's okay, No, that's our story of how we started. And I remember years later, I was always on social media. I bought her products. She released products maybe 8 or 10 years later, but I was one of the very first people to buy it with my own money. And I bought it because I was a fan. I bought it because she was my idol, and I bought it because I knew how serious she took social media. I showcased it every day, just like this setup, right now. I literally would sit in front of my window in the salon and showcase this product, talk about the product, use the product until I got her eyes on my page. I've been watching you, and one day you're gonna be a star. I just know it.
She said that to you?
She said to me, she's like, one day you're going to be a star.
We're both here because we fucking love you, Sarah.
And she's our idol. I fucking love Sarah. She made me want to be a hairstylist. So Sarah is a big sister to me. She's inspired me to make me want to do hair more. Because Sarah really inspires me. I've been following her for 3 years now. So it's a dream come true being able to be here and see her in person.
So I've been following Sarah for so long, and I love watching her videos. She just makes me feel really inspired.
Sarah's like my hair idol, like completely, and it's amazing. She's one of the first people that really like inspired me to become a hairdresser and apprentice at all.
I've been following her for over a year. I love her and her team and the way she does things, and I'm my salon's social media creator, so she gives me points on that too, not only hairdressing, and I love her.
I love Sarah. I'm here because I watch her videos all the time. She gives me so many points. I love her consultation videos.
When I was looking to start an apprenticeship, I personally messaged Sarah and she gave me advice of what to do and how to start my apprenticeship. So if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be where I am today.
This is why I love my job so much, and this is why it's so empowering, and this is why I am the leader that I am today. I truly believe it is because I did go through bullying at school. I got picked on for my appearance. I got picked on like literally for my ethnicity, the way that I look, like all of those things I got picked on for. They're things that I can't help. As a teenager, well, I can't fix, my parents I couldn't afford to get my teeth fixed. You know, my parents couldn't afford to pay for the things that I got bullied for. There were certain things that I couldn't do that really stepped on my confidence and brought me down. And when I found hairdressing and I found the workplace and I realized that the things that mattered to people in school didn't apply in the workplace, I really was able to step into my full confidence and who I believed that I was. I was able just to be myself for the very first time in my life. I was able to be myself and feel appreciated for it. We just finished up in Melbourne for apprentices only. It was the second one of its kind, and we're going to Perth next. Guys, Perth is going to be my biggest class, and I'm actually shocked at the amount of people that filled this room today. Perth is literally going to be 2 times bigger than today. What the hell? Well, how do I think today went? Honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. After every class, my social battery, exactly like my phone battery right now, is at 10%. And that will slowly get up to 20% once my food comes. I'm so hungry. Square root of 69 is a sum, but I've been trying to work it out.
Voice note me. Don't voice note me. Way to the venue now. The places also actually look so beautiful. I didn't expect that. Oh my goodness, so cute. Wow. Oh my gosh, look at the room. I'm going to go and get the sisters now. They're outside. Let's go.
I know. That's crazy. So much love there.
This is my biggest class to date, so I just want to give yourself a round of applause for showing me such massive love. What the hell? I didn't expect it. I'm so proud to be here in front of the next generation of hairdressers. I am proud to be here at the start of your journey so that I can follow it all the way through and see you become fucking superstars in the future.
Nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. As soon as we step out the cage, we raising all of the stakes. Made no mistake. Either you stay in your place, or we putting you on a plate. Look at our face. We put the fear in the dirt. We had to struggle for change. Pick up the pace. We put in infinite work. That's why we stay getting paid. Y'all running late. We moving on to the next. You still been stuck in the phase. There's no debate. We draw the line in the sand. We say it straight to your face. They underrate. So we put the team on our back. We took the city to state. What it's gonna take? Another S on our chest. Another beat in the grave.
Your hair is stunning. stunning. And I love your jewelry. Cute. Where's your salon?
I'm from Oscar.
Oh, which one?
Brisbane.
Oh, in Brisbane. Amazing. No, I saw you in there asking all the questions and nodding your head. I was watching in the crowd.
I flew all the way from Brisbane to come and meet you.
To me? Oh my God, I love you. Did you learn?
Yes.
Yes?
So much.
Hi. Does that look up to you? Oh, you do? That means a lot to me. Oh, don't cry. Oh, he's so nice. I do. Yeah? You still love it? Yeah. Because you're doing hair whilst you're still, like, while you're not loving it. So imagine when you're in a place where you love it, you'll skyrocket. I always said, like, I was doing all of the jobs that I fucking hated and I still loved my job.
Yeah.
That's when you know that it's like you found your passion. Like, most people don't live their whole entire lives and they don't even get to find their passion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you should be really, like, lucky and feel really blessed that you found your passion. So many times in my life, this is reality. I will come home and I'll just start crying. And I'll feel it on the way home. Like, I'll feel it within me. Like, I want to just, like, let out a massive cry. And rather than, like, holding it in, I've really, like, started to embrace just, like, actually just crying and letting it go. Because it makes me feel good. But whilst I was crying right now, I had, like, a little bit of a flashback to the end of last year in December. In December, where I was really going through it. I was going through the hardest time. And no one really knew except for my best friends, because, like, when you're in the social media space and stuff like that, and you have such a positive outlook, you want to be a motivational speaker and you want to inspire other people, you almost, like, without knowing, you're putting on this front, like, of positivity because you don't want others to feel how you feel. And I just remember the end of last year, you know, coming to the realization that I was like, every single time that I came home, I was going to be home by myself, saying hi to no one for, like, the first time in my life, which now we're, like, adapted to and it's absolutely fine. But I just remember at one point, like, sitting on the floor and giving myself a hug. Like, literally in the spot that I'm looking at in front of me, and giving myself a hug, like, arms around myself, because I needed one. Afterwards, I literally felt so much better. Like, I'm having a realization right now because of, like, just how far I've come. Yeah. Like, coming to my TED Talk.
At the beginning, when her last relationship didn't work and she poured her whole life into that, it was a big thing for her. I think the biggest thing was the timeline. But we have a saying now, like, fuck the timeline.
Where I want Sarah in 5 to 10 years, because it's my job to guide her in the right direction.
She's got people that don't really like her for whatever reason online, or have met her and that don't like her. And I think I don't think Sarah is for everybody. And I've said that to her, but she is for people that want to grow and want to be better versions of themselves.
It's irrelevant what she's doing as a business or what she's doing to make money or anything like that. That's not what my concern is. But where I want to see Sarah is her serving more people and potentially on a global scale.
And one thing about Sarah, and I know everyone is going to agree, is she's fiercely loyal, and she's always been so loyal. And it's not just to me and Zah and the people that work with her, she's so loyal to everybody.
She has so much value to offer the marketplace beyond just doing hair or speaking on a stage. She has so much power and influence over so many people, and I think that if she can work on gaining more of a reach, she can have more of a powerful influence, and she'll be able to persuade others to do the right thing and teach others how to succeed in not just in business but in life as well.
You'll get into a romantic relationship with Sarah and she'll stay with you because she's just a loyal person. Like, that's one of her greatest traits, and it's really worked with her and served her in business.
I feel like she's now built up this responsibility and obligation to her followers to help them and serve them and teach the next generation how things should be done. So the next 5 to 10 years are going to be very exciting for Sarah, and I really want to see her reach more people, and I believe she's going to be able to do it.
But everything that I've told myself in my life, I end up becoming. So this is the promise that I made to myself, that Sarah Emilia official, Sarah Emilia the woman, Sarah Emilia the brand is absolutely going to be a motivational speaker one day. She's absolutely going to be stepping out on global stages, and this isn't the last thing that you ever see from me. There's way more to come. Promise to myself. That's a promise to myself.